Oh, sorry. Maybe I meant for it to be on. I'm just kidding. welcome in. I feel like that was such an abrupt ending to the to the elevator music. It's like, huh? What the heck? Anyway, welcome in everybody. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing good. Happy Turds Day! If you haven't taken a turd today, then you should right now. Do it. Just do it. Take that turd. All right. If nobody's taking that turd, then we're not streaming. Okay. I'm just kidding. Anyway, welcome everybody. Hope everyone's doing good. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting. Had some technical difficulties. Okay. You know how it be. We were like, oh, in another multiverse, you know what I'm saying? Another multiverse, and we're like, oh gosh, we gotta get over. Wah. We were the Spider-Verse. But yeah. I don't know what to say about that. All right, take that turd and run. Yeah, take that turd. Thank you, Serenity, for being the first one here. I think you were, at least. Thank you. How you doing, Serenity? Welcome in. Chill stream. Yeah, got a lurk, but have a good stream. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your lurk. Hope you're having a great day. Hello, Squishy! Let's go, Squishy! Hello, nice to see you. Hello, Verity as well. Let's go. This elevator music is I agree. It was pretty fire. I couldn't use my regular music because my mama Kōri was listening to my music. So well, not my music, but using my account. So that's why I didn't have my usual music. Sorry. Anyway, let's see. My internet sucks right now, so I'll be lurking on and off. No worries. You're all good. Internet be a thing. Hello, Zep. Nice to see you. Hello. How you doing? What's new? What's good? What are you eating today? My mule screech solo is coming up. Yes, let's go. Farts discreetly. Yeah, let's go. Hello, Guardian Gaming. How you doing? How are you, Squishy? Thank you for asking me how I'm doing. I'm good. I'm good. It's been a busy week. It's been pretty crazy. But you know, it's all right. I'm excited for Friday, which is tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's another good thing about Turds Day. Not only do you poop on Turds Day, but the next day is Friday. And you know what they say about Friday? Yeah, whatever they say about Friday. Anyway, let's see. But how are you? Yes. How is everyone else doing? Yo, hello. Thank you, Serenity. Yes. Hi, Kōri. Hello, Hikari. Nice to see you. Hello. How are you? Hope you're having a great Thursday. All right. Hope everyone is taking care today and enjoying their evening or morning or day, night. Yes. Anyway, I'm invisible but always watching from the toilet. Of course, you got that toilet setup. Yeah, you know how people like post their gaming setup? We gotta have like a toilet setup. You know what I mean? Pretty epic. Let's see. When the elevator music stopped, I thought I broke something. Yeah, legit. I know. I was like, oh, that was not smooth. I was like trying to like inch it over so that way it would like, you know, fade out a little bit, but that did not work. That did not work. It did not. It just abruptly ended and I was like, oh well, we're here now. I'm just accepting fate at this point. Anyway, doing good, just chilling. Played some banjo before stream. Let's go. Very nice. Have you like played like banjo before, or is this like a new venture for you? I mean, I guess you are already familiar. But like, I don't know, I'm just curious. Banjo's pretty cool. All right, it makes a very unique sound, very armadillo Billy-esque. You know what I'm saying? I'm a chronic lurk. It's all good. I appreciate all those who lurk. Thank you. I hope that we're providing decent content for the lurking time. What do I say? What do I call it? I'm doing very well. Let's go. I'm so happy to hear that. I hope you got some pizza with some potential pineapple on it, if that's where you want to go. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a particularly pineapple kind of person, but I don't know. I think I've only had pineapple on pizza like once, and I don't remember it. So I'm not a part of this controversial discussion. Anyway, head pats are great. Thank you. Head pats. Wow. Thank you. Here, let me help you out so I'm not poking you. There you go. Head pats. Yeah. Come on. Give it to me then. What are you waiting for, huh? Give me it. I even took off my crown. My protection. Oh my god. New lore is that the crown is just like protection against head pats because I'm too tsundere to receive them. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, yes. Let's see. All right. New adventure for me. Only got the thing last week. Gotta learn some more Armadillo Billy still. Let's go. Heck yeah. I'm excited for that. You gotta do a little recording, all right? You gotta do a little recording, you know? Sadly, no pizza, but I had homemade spaghetti. Ooh, delicious. Yummy, 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 yummy. Very nice. Homemade spaghetti is the best for sure. And then you get some like Texas toast or something like that. I have with it, you know, garlic bread. All of those carbs. All of those carbs, but it's fine because it tastes good. Also, depending on like what kind of sauce you make or have, like it can be very acidic, and that as a lactose intolerant stomach here, it can be a little bit bad for me. But it's all good. Garlic bread is my emotional support system. Same. I feel that. What do I got going on? We're gonna get started in a second here. Again, so sorry for the delay. You know how things be and running around in the multiverse. But I'm very excited today to be doing some epic stuff with Tim. Let me go ahead and post this. All right, here we go. Now let me, oh my god, it's doing this thing where I literally can't pin it because the stupid heart react thing is in the way. So, okay, wait, there we go. Okay, there we go, nice. I had to, you know, technical difficulties once again, everybody. Okay. Garlic bread makes great pizza. Oh, here we go. We're getting fancy out here. We're getting the Uncrustables. I'm just kidding. I'm lactose intolerant too, but sometimes the pain is worth it when it... Yeah, I know. I agree 100%. The pain is worth it anytime. Like, I can't be food deprived, okay? It just doesn't work. I will literally, you know, destroy the entire Xylon universe if I go hungry for even an hour, so... Anyway, what we got going on? So today we got the today we're gonna be doing Creative Kōri, and that's gonna be with Tim, aka Tim from Legal, aka Timmy Big Brains, aka Trap House Henry, and we're going to be doing we're just gonna be looking at like some legal documents and seeing how they can kind of be used for VTubing in a way, or like streaming or things like that. So I'm excited to do that because how many VTubers can you say have worked with a paralegal on stream? I don't know. Probably not many. So so I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be doing this today. What else we got going on this upcoming? So on Saturday, the 8th, we are excited because I just unplugged my headphones. That's a great idea, Kōri. After all the technical issues we had. Okay. So on Saturday is the Dumpster Fire podcast, episode 2. We're gonna be talking with Dragon, and we're gonna be discussing shit that VTubers rarely talk about. Again, it's like a freeform, semi-chaotic podcast, so we're not gonna necessarily have like all these like, oh, here's topic 1, topic 2, but we are gonna like bounce ideas off and just have a good time. That's gonna be on Saturday. That's also Dragon's birthday, ironically or unironically. Next week I'm gonna be playing some more Final Fantasy. I'm excited for that, looking at some more husbandos and waifus. And then on Wednesday we're gonna be doing another stream where we talk to AI characters, so I'm excited for that. Return of Hime and Vlad. Anyway, I'm not going to be streaming on Thursday because I have my birthday weekend this upcoming weekend. Or sorry, not this upcoming weekend. Next weekend, the 15th and the 16th. Got some stuff planned. I'm going to be making a quick little thing on what we're going to be doing soon. I promise. Anyway, so that's what's going on. That's what's going on for the next week. So very excited for that. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I have a new video out as well. I keep forgetting to like mention stuff like that, but I do have a new video out. It is going to be my new channel like introduction video. It's fun and silly, so feel free to check that out if you want. But yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let me get started here. I'm going to go run over to my other screen where we do have the document up. And I will call Tim as well. Also, we have to mention that this is not a legal advice stream. Okay. I don't know why, but that's what Tim told me to say. So, lactose intolerant too. What time is it, right? Exactly. Squishy make garlic bread without cheese. It's still good because that's true. That's true. Write that down. Write that down. Hime Izbe. Thank you. Yes, birthday. Let's go. I'm excited. Celebration. Celebrate good times. Okay. Sorry, Tim. Tim's like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? All right, let me go switch over right now. Okay. Okay, very nice. Let me turn that on. Okay, now what's silly is that it should be open, but it's not open. Legal advice street? No. No, stop that. Okay, this should be working. Yes, there it is. Okay. Look at how fancy this is. This is like actual brain right here. It's actual brain. All right, let me call Tim. Here we go. You guys ready? We're gonna hear Discord work its magic. Boom. It sounds so weird to be doing this live. Hello. Uh-oh. Are you talking? Oh no. Well, Tim, we can see you on the stream, but we can't hear you if you are talking. Wait, I should check my chat. Let her cook. Let Tim cook. What the heck? Come on, Tim. What are you kicking up? Tim's just the silent but deadly type. All right. Tim's gonna whip out some thug nasty. You know what I mean? Wuggo. I know. Yeah. Love is so mean. Oh, that's so mean. Be nice, Squishy. No, kidding. Same. Yeah, Tim, wow, your voice is just so soothing. I don't know what is about it, but it's almost just like, you know, just I'm sitting in a room and there's nothing going on and it's very peaceful. I'm sorry, Tim. Here, I'll mute so that way I'm not distracting you. Ghost whisper setting. Are you talking? I don't even see your green light up. So I don't even know if you're talking. I'll mute so that way I'm not distracting you. Sorry, Tim. All right, I muted. Cuz I don't want oh, Tim is talking. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Maybe restart your computer? Sorry. Or oh wait, hold on. Let me do this. Sorry, I just realized I should probably just talk to you. You could try restarting if you haven't already. I mean, that's the most like basic thing. Or if you, I mean, I'm sure you tried this already, but like going into your sound settings and like actually doing it from there, maybe? Because sometimes that's what happens with me. And you do like playback. And you look at that shit. I'm not very tech savvy. I'm sorry. I'm just like, yeah, look at this shit. Click here. Cry a little bit. And then you'll get it. You'll get it. Or it might be a Discord thing too. Sometimes Discord just does this. So you could do either one. I'll hide the screen so that way it's not. Let me hide you as well. So that way we're not freaking out. Where's my... There you go. Anyway. There you go. Do you have someone you can test it with? Maybe you can ask... Well, actually, I don't know. I was like, can you ask Maid to maybe like go on a call with you and see? I don't know if that would help though. We love Scuff, exactly. Here, I'll mute now, but let me know if there's something I can help with. That's all I could think of. Okay. You got this. You got this. You can leave the call or whatever you need to do. And then just let me know. Okay, I'm muted. I don't know if that's what Tim wants me to do, but I'm muted. so I'm not talking in Tim's ear. Okay. All right. They left. All right, we're good. I hate Discord. I know Discord is such a weenie sometimes. I never understand. Like, there's so many moments where I'll change like something on my computer. Like, I feel like it's weird because like I'll change something on my computer and it's like for whatever reason Discord's like, yeah, we're changing it as well. And I'm like, why? You're not, I didn't ask you for that though. Anyway, hello, hi Ivy, nice to see you. Everybody, it's Ivy's birthday coming up on Saturday. I'm so excited. Heck yeah. Sorry, I have to say it every time that you come in now. Anyway, what should we do in the meantime? Do I have anything to share with y'all? Maybe something like funny. Maybe something funny. We could watch like a video or something. If I have it. I mean, it's a creative Kōri, so I guess I should like share poetry, right? So I should share something. Let me see. What do I have to share? Another birthday, I know, right? There's so many July babies. It's great. Let me see. Wait, you guys can't see my screen, right? Yeah, you can't. Okay. So you can see all my secrets. All my secret Kōri projects. I'm just kidding. There isn't any of that. What do I got in here? I got a lot of crap in here. Wow, I have so much crap. Okay. Oh wow, I even wrote that. Okay. You know what? I know what we can do. Wait, actually I don't think it'll work. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see. Do I have anything else? I think I have my poetry somewhere in here. Let me find it. Cause I already shared my poetry before, or at least these ones. Oh, never mind. I don't have them. I think I put them. Where did I put them? I'm sorry. I don't even know idea. Oh wait, is Tim on the call? Oh no, I'm on the call. Okay, sorry. I'm like, how does this shit work? Okay. Oh wait, I think I shared it with myself. Nope. Jesus. Poetry? Oh. Hello? Wait, say something again? I thought I heard you, but I think it might have been somebody outside. I think it might have been somebody outside. I'm not sure. Cause I don't see it light up again. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Tim. Oh no. I'll mute again so you can focus. Sorry. Alright, there you go. Alright. I'm gonna cry. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Oh jeez. Alright. Okay. Let's pull up YouTube. Let's pull up YouTube and see if I can find something that interests me in my recommended. Do you guys, what kind of, wait, you know, TLC always has some pretty nice videos that we can check out. Some nice. TLC's like the worst. Okay. There's so much bad. The Learning Channel. Oops. Alright. Let's check out. Let's check out what they got. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll pull up. Ew, I don't... Oh, have you guys ever seen the freaking, like, pimple popper stuff? I don't know if you guys enjoy that, but I, like, one of my past coworkers' wife was, like, was it? No, yeah. Like, worked on... Was one of the video editors for, like, the Dr. Pimple popping or whatever, and it's like disgusting. Like, what? So bad. So bad. Oh my god, I want to find like a oh god, I want to find like a quick and short and quick clip. Oh my god, have you guys ever seen MILF Manor? Sorry, MILF Manor is so crazy. It's like literally the worst thing ever. If you guys ever want to watch some real trash TV, that's trash TV right there. Oh. Oh. Part 2. Part 2. Hello? I don't hear you. No. I'll go on mute again. Okay. Oh god. Yes, DLC's so great. I take back my headbands? What do you mean? There's so much. Let me see. There's so much on there that's just so great. So wonderful. I heard of the name before. You should check out MILF Manor. It is literally the worst. So, like, you think that it's gonna be, like, okay, but, like, so what happens is that, like, you see all these, like, moms, and you see, like, them get ready to, like, you know, meet all these young guys, and then they reveal the guys, and the guys are literally their sons. So then you have to, like, watch these, like, moms, like, date each other's, like, sons and shit. Like, oh no. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know why they decided this should have been a thing, but it's so toxic, man. Anyway, it's a great time. It's a great time. Highly recommend. Highly recommend that if you want some trash, real trash TV right there. Let's see. I have some weird shit in my freaking history here. What? What? Sorry. I'm just looking at like these clips that I can see here. Maybe we should find something that's like more. Oh god, I literally am just looking at this freaking. Do you guys remember the human pup? That's what I was looking at. Anyway, I'll stop. I don't want to think about that anymore. That video haunts me. It literally does. Oh wait, let me get the chat back. My bad. Let me get the. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Let me move over too. Sorry. Okay. Nice. Yeah. You know what I haven't done in a while is actually like do my full. Let me go walk around here. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. I don't know. I'm wearing heels and that's the noise that I make. Yeah. We're just walking and swaying and walking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is my throne room. Hey, yo, this is the MTV Cribs. This is my throne room. All right. Welcome to the throne room. I sit all the way right here. And I'm so small. Oh, yeah. Yes. Wait, I mean, I can turn it up more. It was at 100. Turn it up again. Oh, I don't know why I'm messaging. Like, I could just talk. Sorry. Oh. Alright, I'm back. Just kidding. I am now... You know what I love about VTube Studio is that I can just like freaking fly. I'm just like, wow. Look at me. We are soaring. Yeah. Oh wait. I can hear you and it lights up on my side when I talk. Oh, that's so weird. Oh wait. Are you on mobile? To turn on push to talk. Why am I typing? I don't know what's wrong with me. God damn it, I keep asking myself that. Okay, wait, sorry. Can you do a spin? I can. Opa! Woo! Woo! You spin my head right round when you go down now. Alright, sorry. Let me see. I will try that. Okay. Let me say something to Tim. Yeah, cause sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. Yeah, cause when I'm on mobile, I noticed that like if I have what is it called? What the fuck? Voice activity? God damn it. It doesn't like it'll just say that it's green the entire time. Like as if I was talking the entire time, but no one will hear me. I don't know if that's a problem because you said it lights up when you talk, but I don't know. It might be that. It might not. Am I tilted? Alright, sorry. I'll mute again. I feel like I'm lightly tilted. I can't tell though. Well, we're sticking with this. Okay. Let's see how close I can get. Well, this is about how close I can get right now. So that's pretty nice. You know what I mean? that's pretty nice. In turn, you want my, yeah? my Dwayne The Rock Johnson face. You know what I'm talking about? Eh? What else I got? I got the, oh no. Oh shit, I shit my pants. What is this? Oh no. I shit my pants. It's not a joke anymore. There you go. Sorry. Alright. Oh shit, all my windows closed. I can't, I'm legally blind. Alright, here we go. Where are you guys? Okay, there you are. Alright, let me check chat. My bad. I've neglected chat because I'm too distracted by I'm too distracted by my own model. Okay, let me see. Vine boom face, exactly. You know it. The human pup. Now I'm concerned. I can't watch it again on stream. I'm gonna get freaking banned. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but it's just disturbing in ways that I can't really describe. Anyway, dance. Yeah, I am tall. Let's go. You know, I got the heels on. Paper plane. I did a spin, thank you, and we were flying. Yep. I forgot the new people don't know how cursed Kōri shit. What do you mean? It's not that cursed. It's just a work in progress all the time, and it's usually towards a bad work in progress. evil work in progress. Anyway, sorry. I lost you guys. Okay, here we go. I don't know why it's doing this thing where it lags a little bit when I open up the chat, but it's fine. You guys are too cool. It's like, whoa. Freezing over here because the chat's so cool. Anyway. Anyway, sorry. Spin! Yeah! We can check the mic settings. It may have changed as you could something. Discord did that to me the other day. I mean, I think we tried that. So, yeah, we definitely tried that earlier. I mean, I said that we should try that earlier, so I'm assuming that that's what happened. That's my favorite one too. I agree. Too distracted flying. Exactly. Way too distracted flying around. I like to wait, hold on. Let me check. Let me do something real quick. Cause sometimes this thing gets all wonky on me and I know the reason why. Alright, that should be better. Okay. There we go. Since I was messing with it so much. Okay. Oh, Tim is typing. waiting in anticipation. Sorry, Tim. I don't mean to out you. Tim's gonna sue me. Discord all around. Mobile or PC is not going through. That's so strange. Is there any other service that we can use to talk on? I guess like, damn, I don't know. Cause I don't want to like download something new or something like that. Google Voice maybe. Trying to think of alternatives here. Maybe. That's so weird. Because I tested it on my end, and I called somebody else to test, and it worked. So, I'm not sure. Wait, let me double check something, because I just realized. Maybe it's my... I might know the problem. Oh no, it's not. Okay, it's not me. All right, never mind. Sometimes when I have streamer mode on Discord, it will like shut everything else up. Oh shit. Sorry. Hello? Oh, that's so weird. You're lighting up and I can't hear you. That's so strange. Okay, so I checked. You don't have streamer mode enabled, right? Because sometimes when I have streamer mode enabled, it like does that where like I don't hear anything or something like that. But I made sure that mine was off. So mine is off. Let me just make sure I turn this off too. Maybe I'll do that. Sound effects. What the hell does that even mean? Anyway. Mine was off. I'll double check. Okay. Okay. Break out the Skype chat. Oh yeah. Well, let's try joining the roundtable chat on our community Discord and see if that works. And if that does work, then I'll just make a new chat on the Kōri thingy. Okay. How'd the call go? Shut the fuck up, Discord. Anyway, sorry. Where's it? Movie night. Oh, the roundtable. All right, here we go. You don't use, what is that? Voice meter? No, I don't. Wait, hold on. Wait, why are you muted? Am I muting you? No, here we go. Hello? Wait, I think I heard something. Hello?
Hello?
I hear you! I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh my gosh. Finally. I don't know. That's so weird. Why does that do that? That's so weird. Okay. Hold on. Let me make a... Wait, where's the mod? Thanks, mod. Mod, can you make a chat just for... Or can I lock this? How do I lock it? I don't want to mess with it. Mod, can you make a voice channel just for me and Tim on the Discord, please? So that way we don't get interrupted by mid. I'm just kidding. I don't know who it would be. Okay, great. I think we're good now. Let me make sure your PNG works too while we're at it. Can you say something, Tim?
Something.
Nice. Okay, it does work. Very nice. Okay, we got it. Just gotta wait for the mod to make that channel, and then we'll be good. How are you doing, Tim? Now that we figured that out, welcome onto the stream. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Very nice. How are you doing on this fine day? This fine turds day?
Trying to stay cool.
Nice. What are some ways that you stay cool? Popsicles?
Ice cream cones, ice cream sandwiches, and a tall glass of cold energy drink.
Nice. Very nice. Although it sounds like you're drinking one too many energy drinks. I'm just kidding.
I drink 1 to 2 at a time, so no.
Oh my god.
I balance it out.
Balance it out. I have some fruits and vegetables. Are you put it in your little smoothie to make some nice little energy drink smoothie. Get your
Yeah, of
daily
course.
vitamins.
I make it healthy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, I think I see the chat that the mod created. It's wait. Did this idiot? Are you part of the sorry. Are you part of the collab channel? Right? Or no?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, do you see collab chat VC?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll join it.
All right, nice. Let's go in there. There you go. Thank you, mod. Nice, we're here. Wait, hold on, Tim, say something.
Something?
Nice. Okay, we're working. Let's go. Okay, perfect. Nice to hear. Yes, it's very nice to hear him. I gotta say, Tim's voice is sounding even better now that we can hear more than just an empty room.
I'm not ghost whispering now.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna get you up on the screen, and also let me move some stuff around.
Okay.
Anything you want to share with the chat? How are you feeling about today's stream, or anything you wanna introduce yourself?
Outwardly, I'm fine. Inwardly, I'm nervous, but that's what you get for being antisocial.
Aw, it's okay. It'll be great. It'll be a good time. I mean, we're talking about something that you studied and stuff, and I'm assuming semi-passionate for. So that's good, right? I mean, are you passionate about it or?
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Yes, I'm passionate about it.
Nice. That's good to hear. What can I ask? Like, why did you? So wait, actually, I think the chat needs a little bit of backstory. So Tim, from what I understand, you went to school to study to be a paralegal, from what I understand. And I think you had just recently graduated, or not, I don't know if recent's a good word, but graduated relatively recently. So what got you into studying law? Because it is like a pretty intense thing to go to school for.
It's I would say it's kind of cliche, but in a way. But okay. So I grew up in a Native American community.
Mm-hmm.
And and where I grew up, it was just nothing but kids getting in trouble every day. And that's all we did. I mean, I was part of it. I mean, I grew up in a strict home, but um, it was more I was labeled as bad before I was even got the opportunity to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So to prove them wrong, I decided, well, I'll be the opposite. They expect me to be that way. Nah, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do better than good. I'm gonna learn law. And
Nice.
I think it was I was in 5th grade. I said I want to be a lawyer. My teacher said that's a lot of work. I'm like, well, I like a challenge. Took me a while. Went through different things of life, but and that seemed to be on the back burner. Finally got the opportunity of college. Yeah, I graduated recently, but what's funny is I didn't intend to attend this college.
Oh.
I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
And I contacted them and I asked them about it. And then before I knew it, I was enrolled.
Oh wow! Did they really like you or something, or like how did that happen?
Yeah, he was like, "Are you interested in going?" I said, "It's been like a goal, not really a solid gun." He goes, "Well, how about you take the entrance exam and see if you pass, and then we'll go from there." I took it. I passed by 90. I think he said 96, 97.
Wow.
And he said, "You should join." He said, "That's all we got to do." Honestly, from this day and still to this day, I've not done my SAT or ACT test. I've never done one.
Nice.
I never done one. I don't have a score. I don't have an ACT or SAT score, but I took that exam and still passed, and that's how I got in. And then he says, "Guess what?" He said, "I got you in for two things if you want it." He goes, "You go in for a legal assistant diploma, work on that, see how you feel." I did that. I did 2 years. I crunched 2 years of school into 1 year.
Wow.
And then he said, "Guess what?" Hey, remember what I told you at the beginning? You do try it out, see how you like it. If you want to come back, you can go for your associate's degree. He said, "Don't have to do all the same thing." So I said, "Okay." 2 years and 1 year again.
Wow. That's crazy. I can't imagine. I struggled to do university in 4 years. I can't imagine compounding all that. So like, were you taking like, I don't know, how many would that be? I mean, I don't know how it works at your school or your state or whatever, but like, were you taking like 30 units like per quarter or semester, or like how did you get?
Kind of like that. It was two classes for 6 weeks, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that's like what, 2, 4, 6. I think six classes is about between 4 to 6 classes a semester.
Holy crap! Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was contract law, criminal law, civil law, family, domestic relations law,
Mm-hmm.
business management, and other stuff. It wasn't just law; it was doing business and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
different things. Also, along with it, sociology, some psychology, just you know.
Wow. Nice. So you're nice and well rounded there. All right. I respect that. I respect that. Very nice. Did you like were there any other like how do I ask this? Did you have like a specialty, or you just kind of stayed like kind of just well rounded like that? You just kind of jack of all trades? Cuz I don't know if from what I knew about
Yeah.
like studying. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, 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 it's okay. Yeah, it was well rounded. I just like it all around. I like the differences between each one.
Hmm.
Just interested me. I'm not really like. I know a lot of them says you need to pick a specialty. You need to pick a certain law that you want to go into. I'm like, but I like them all. How can I do that? so, so I'm just. That's it. Whatever I learn, whatever side, whichever type of law it is, I'll read up and I'll learn it.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Yeah. I mean, that's good too. I think like I when I was like learning about, so it's funny cuz like when I was growing up, one of the options for me was like become a lawyer because or an attorney, because like my mom had connections in that world and could have gotten me like a job pretty easily, so I considered it. But then like when I learned about it, I learned that there's so many different like sectors of like law in itself, like um environmental safety and whatnot. That was something that like I considered at one point, and workers comp. Like there's so many different things out there. It's pretty crazy, and it's like all the nuances within them as well that I think is
Oh
like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
wild.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. But that's really cool. Um, it's really crazy that like you found. Were there any like how could you tell that you're like, oh yeah, law is my thing? Because you said like when you're in fifth grade, that's a really early like time to like know you're gonna become like something in the legal realm. Like how did you like what about law
Well,
was interesting to you?
well, like fifth grade is around the time. Well, I don't know everywhere, but where I'm from, it's around the time where they do the whole "What do you want to be when you grow up?"
Yeah, yeah.
thing, and I'm like, I want to be a lawyer. Just it came off the top of my head, and I don't know if I was serious or not, but at the time it seemed interesting to me. Um, Maybe it's because Jim Carrey. I don't know. Yeah. maybe because I watched Matlock. I don't know. There's so many different I'm not sure where it came from. Actually, it's just something that I just picked, and then I laughed it off. Everybody thought it was just that, and as I got older, I mean, of course, I got in trouble. The joke is I was already, how would you say, labeled as a bad apple. I
Mm,
was already going to be someone who's in trouble, who did bad stuff. So,
right.
that's pretty much what I was under. Well, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I looked the part, still look the part to this day, because they're not going to change me. I'm only going to wear a suit if I'm in a professional setting. Any
Yeah.
other time, I'm gonna be comfortable. You
Yeah,
know?
damn straight, damn straight, exactly.
And it just went from there where it started out as a joke. When I went to like a vocational school
Mm.
to learn about business management and administration, and they had a legal course, and I took it. And that's the first time I ever tried paralegal certification, and it was hard. I failed it twice before I finally passed and got my certification.
Wow.
I passed it on my graduation day.
Oh my god, just the very last second.
It was down to the wire. As
Wow.
soon as I did the end, that lady that was helping me, she was right there going, "Come on, we got this, we got this. This is your last try because you only get 3 tries at that time. This is
Oh.
your last try. Come on, we got to get this before you walk up on stage." And I just finished it. I walked out before I got on stage. Before I got on stage, she came up to me. She goes, "You passed. You're
Oh,
certified."
let's go. Very
I was like,
nice.
I was more excited about that than graduating.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. What a great story. Let's go. I mean, it's very nice started from the bottom, now we're here, as the homie Drake would
Yeah,
say. No, I'm
yeah.
kidding.
I think a lot of it is the challenge. I like the
Mm,
challenge,
yeah.
and I think that's why I like law is because the challenge
Yeah, yeah.
of it. And then, you challenge it. People, you know, you go. People think, oh, it's going to court, and yeah, it's professional. It is, and it's just the challenge of it behind the scenes is what I want, and that's why I picked paralegal over pushing to be a lawyer because I want to work behind the scenes
Yeah.
instead of arguing in court. I want to get things ready so they have.
Nice. Yeah, I think I went to a small claims court once. When I was in university. Uh
Oh,
yeah, it was like a really dumb reason, and it was literally just because I wanted to spite. That was it. Spite's the strongest form of evil and and
oh, petty
motivation.
court, petty court. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
no, I was petty AF now. There's this what
Alright, that's fine. That's what them small claims courts are for.
That's true.
Pettiness.
That's Oh my god, it's so true. When I was there, I was like so surprised at the amount of like how people don't bring like any evidence, cuz like at the time, like I brought like all these like copies of like so what happened was that my housemate didn't like housemate. That's a weird way to say it. My whatever housemate, well, no, roommate house, I guess it is that anyway. They like didn't give us back our share of the security deposit after we left the apartment we were living in. And so like I texted them, they said they're gonna give it to me. I even like saw them like IRL. I ran into them at like a convention, and I was like, "Hey yo, where's that security deposit?" And he was like, "I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you." And so he never gave it to me. So then I ended up taking him to small claims because I was being petty, and like everybody else in there had like, I don't know, thousands of dollars more or less of like, their claims, and then mine was like $100. And I brought more evidence than anyone else in there. Like I've never seen the judge look so like just upset at like how lazy and like bad of an argument that any of these people were making. And then I got up there and they were just like, oh, okay, well, here you go. Because my roommate, housemate, didn't even show up. so yeah, and also he was studying to be a lawyer, and so that goes, the small claim court goes on his record, so I pretty much ruined his career. So
Wow.
don't get on my bad side. Anyway.
But don't worry. He'll just be under the fence from the remainder of his career.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a big deal. He'll get over it. But anyway, that's me.
But the fact that not only were you prepared and he didn't show up, and the judge was upset. Like the judges, of course, they run the courtroom. Their rules, their court. So if you come in well prepared, that just that's, how would you say, that's your cherry on top. They enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is someone that means business. Okay.
Exactly. Very nice. But that's my experience with the law. That's it pretty much, other than, evil shit. But very nice. I'm excited to be doing this today. I tried to kind of explain like what we're doing, but because I wanted to relate this obviously to like VTubing and stuff, but how would you like best describe what we're trying to do today in regards to like these documents and VTubing?
Well, I mean, I have to go back to your idea that you brought up when we were just randomly BSing, I guess.
Chatting shit, yeah. True, exactly.
But you came up with the idea about contracts, and I think we hit on how. And this is something I really wonder about. Actually, it really piqued my thing is when people commission art from artists. When VTubers commission art from artists, do they just agree with what the artist says and their rules and their whole thing? Like is it just, hey, I'm the artist, this is my rules, and the VTuber's like, oh, okay, as long as I get my model.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like that?
I would say so, yeah. I feel like, most artists, like where they have their commission prices, they also have like a TOS. And like by commissioning them, you agree to their TOS basically. And like there is nothing like, it's all written out like in their TOS. So basically they say like, here's, you can use this artwork for this, and that's it. And if you want like merchandise, for example, then you have to pay this much. I can leave my watermark on there, or maybe I'll remove it. Like there's all these, it lays out pretty much everything, and like how long it takes as well. Like it'll take me about like 3 months or something like that to get you something. Here's the process. So like yeah, they pretty much like lay out. I mean, the good ones will lay out, I guess, all their side of things, but it's very much one-sided, because like whenever I commission something, it's not like they're asking me like, okay, they might ask me like, when do you need this by, but otherwise like there's been many times where like I got ghosted, or even after I paid it, I got ghosted, or like there was still like watermarks. Like this is an example, like I commissioned a music video, and this is for Fairy Tale Arc if anyone's curious, but I commissioned that, and like for 5 or 6 parts of the video there's like a watermark on the video, and I realized that the watermark isn't even, it's not the so-called artist or videographer. It was like another service that put their watermark on like their filter or like green screen effect thing, and like they used it with the like they basically like just use it even though they already had the watermark on it. Like they were supposed to purchase it, but they didn't purchase it and left a watermark on it and used it anyway. And I was sitting there like, am I gonna get in trouble? Like that seems like I might get in trouble if I post that, and the people who put that watermark on that filter is gonna come at me like, what the fuck, you didn't pay for this effect, why are you using it in your video? You know what I mean? So I kind of panicked on that, to be honest. That was one of the major times that I panicked pretty hard because I was like, oh shit, are they gonna come after me and like sue me or something like that? I don't know, because obviously it's not my fault, but it was like I don't know how to make sure it's not liable to me, right? So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I always wondered that because I've never commissioned art. I just never. I don't feel comfortable commissioning art, and that's just me. More just me. Not
Mm-hmm.
really. Like when people do, I'm like, that's awesome. That's great. I like that. I'm like, wow, they got the commission art and they get this art. Awesome. I can't do that. I just. How would you say? The meme that I posted in the other channel, where everybody else, nobody, and then me. It's a setup. That's that's literally how I see everything. Is what can go wrong,
Yeah.
and then that just causes me to not do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
and but I always wondered that, and I get that, and I think, like I said, that with these documents, and I know you asked this earlier, and when I couldn't say nothing because apparently Discord didn't want me to say nothing.
Right.
But these documents, it's everything in these documents that I shared with you can be changed. They can be changed to fit the situation, or the hypothetical scenario that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
They can be changed. They can be changed with that. They can be changed to fit whatever agreement, whatever both parties talk about. They can be changed. It don't have to be contracted. It can be changed to artist. It can be changed to whatever that person labels themselves as.
Yeah.
It can all be changed. It don't have to stay. There really is no requirement for it to be exactly how it's shared. Not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's
like
interchangeable.
yeah, it's interchangeable. It can. It don't have to be the same. Some things can be taken away. Some things can be added. There's like I said, that I just put. This is for pretty much a example of different things, and being ghosted can actually come in added in there. That if you don't hear from an artist after a certain amount of time, either, well, you can decide exactly how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
You can decide. And also another thing is, the after the commission's over, is whether you retain the rights or they retain the rights, the copyrights, and that can be added. That you know everything that you think can be added can. It pretty much is everything you think and you feel comfortable, if it's in there, should be in there. Really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I'd want to add everything that comfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you say, cover all bases?
Yeah,
Is the
right.
best thing to do. Is you know, and that's what pretty much what these documents are example of, is you can cover all bases. Now, I know I gave you the non-disclosure agreement, but you can also have a clause in the other agreement too,
Mm-hmm.
and still have a non-disclosure agreement to expand on it.
Oh, I
Like
see.
a fail-safe, like they're like, oh well, that's just a clause. It's not real. It's not it's not really clarified. Okay, well, here's the whole thing that expands on that little thing that you're trying to get around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. So which one do you wanna I was just gonna have you kind of like take us through like bit by bit, or like paragraph by paragraph, like kind of explain to us like what this means, because some of this is kind of like I guess for lack of a better term, just like fancier. You got some big words in here, you know what I mean? So maybe you could take us through and just kind of like explain what the reasons behind like a particular point or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I can explain the fancy words.
I mean, you don't have to explain the fancy words, just like, talk about like
Yeah.
what that part means, I guess, like how that applies to a commission. I think also we have is the general service agreement, is that the one that's like, because I remember we talked about having one for like for collabing with other
Yeah.
VTubers.
Oh yeah, that can also be for like I said that it's interchangeable. It's just the outline of an agreement. Like you
Mm,
can change that. You can
okay.
change that around all you want. It don't have to be strictly just yeah. It's like I said that there's not there because if you look up any type of agreement, like even collab agreements, it's pretty much the basis of an agreement is what needs to be what needs to be be there. You know, like both parties need to be in agreement. Both parties need to feel that everything is agreed upon. Everything is put out there. There's no conflict between. You know, it's just like what they would consider the elements
Mm-hmm.
of a contract is what's important.
Okay.
As long as the elements of what is considered legally a contract is satisfied, then it works. That's the main. That's really what makes a contract.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. What do you feel like? I know that we talked about this like kind of like just while we were chatting shit. But like what do you think are like the biggest like problems or issues with collabs between like VTubers, either before or during or after the collabs? Because I know we joked around and talked about like the fucking 50-page document, Google Doc of VTuber drama. But
Oh
like,
God, don't get me started on that.
well, out of curiosity, like, what do you think are like the I don't know if you have too many like top 2 or 3 like issues with like the VTubing collabs in general, like out of
like
curiosity.
like when people collab, it's collaboration is just you know working together and it's a verbal agreement usually, right? I mean, hey, you want to collab? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we're going to talk about this and that. Okay, it's an agreement, and I get that's fine. That's okay. You don't have to be. I understand a lot of us are, oh, it's not that serious, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, experience or collab, and sometimes it can go bad. It can go bad before, it can go bad during, it can go bad after. The biggest thing I see is a lot of conflict that goes on with either one or both people collabing. Like somebody will collab with somebody, then later on, that's one of them did something that got them canceled. And they're gonna go after the other one that they collab with.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that, and I'm like, okay, I know that's not something that you can expect, or you should expect. You kind of hoping that the person you're collabing with don't get canceled.
Yeah,
You know?
right, right, right.
It's not like after you're in stream, oh, that person's gonna get canceled.
Right.
That's not the first thing you think about. But just different things like that is like there's got to be safeguards around that to where people don't just go cancel crazy and think, well, you just collabed with them, so you need to be canceled too.
Yeah, right.
There needs to be something there, and be it both parties, and they'll be like, okay, anything that happens afterwards has nothing to do with you,
Mm-hmm.
and and because I mean, I'm not gonna go on a rant about cancel culture because I can, but but if it's not used for a legitimate and progressive, to get something that really needs to be done, and it's just because you don't like someone and you want to cancel them. Some I'm not saying that no canceling is valid. There's validation to canceling
Mm-hmm.
to a point, to a point, but but going after everybody, a free for all, is not helping no one. Like nobody wants to do anything after a while. Nobody wants to work with anyone. Nobody wants to be around,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it shouldn't be that way. You shouldn't be worried. Nobody should be worried about if they're going to be canceled or not. And I mean that falls on if you know them, you know them. If you work with them, you work with them. But there's got to be like an agreement between the collabs when it comes to stuff like, say, you have an agreement, you're going to collab with someone, and then you don't want that person to turn around later. Oh wow, I didn't know they were going to be that way. I didn't know that it was going to end up that way. That's not what I expected. That's something that can be fixed with the collab agreement, where both sides state out what they expect out of a collaboration,
Mm-hmm.
come to agreement with it, and put it down before the collab happens. So they can't go afterwards and say, well, that's not what I expected, or that's not what I wanted out of it, or,
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Get it done beforehand helps both sides. It balances out and it helps out, and it kind of, helps mediate it before anything can happen. Like, like you can also find out what their expectation is. Like, say, I mean, I don't want to. Let's just say that somebody expected compensation for something after the fact.
Mm.
But, right, well, having a collaboration agreement would dismiss that
Yeah.
before it could even come. You know what I'm talking about? That is something that could be stopped before it could
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
because of an agreement. I know some people feel like, oh, why do I want to do this? That's too much work, too much. It's beneficial. It helps, and also it comes across to the viewers and everybody else is this collaboration was well organized.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
Well,
to be fair, I don't know if people will notice, like, I mean, like, not that it's a bad thing, but I feel like when you collab with someone, some people might not tell the difference. Like, oh, they had, like, an agreement beforehand, But I do think that, like, at least for the streamer side, like, it definitely makes it more clear. I wonder, though, like, if it's too intimidating. Like, that was my one, like, the problem, or not problem, but, like, considering like how people are in the VTubing community in general, like I feel like something like this,
I agree.
yeah, it's like super intimidating. Like I feel like if I wanted to collab with people and I like threw this at them, they'd probably be like, yeah, no thanks, you know what I mean? And then like, then we wouldn't have anything at all, so like
They just run and scream.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a lot to kind of like put on somebody. Like, all right, you want to collab? Then here, sign this document. You know what I mean? Give me your social security and your your credit card number and your DNA. Thank you. So that's the one thing about it. But at the same time, it's like weighing the pros and cons. Like maybe, I think for some people who have probably been maybe in some hot water in the past, maybe it makes sense to have something like this that have that have like a track record of like saying some weird shit on Twitter. But I don't know, at the same time, but I think it makes a lot of sense, at least to me it makes a lot of sense for the commissioners, for sure, because they're like, for commissioners, they're like freelancers, but they're doing work nonetheless. They're doing a service, right? So it's like, I feel like there's supposed to be some kind of service agreement whenever you're paying for a service. It just makes sense. And it sucks that, like, I feel like up until now, there hasn't been ever anything on the side of, like, the client. It's always been heavily on the what you call it? The contractor or the artist or commission person side. So I think this would be helpful for that, for sure. And the collabs too. I think maybe like for collabs that are with like agencies too, like if you were part of like a group or like, you know, working with someone at an agency, I feel like this would show like, hey, I've got my shit together, I've got a document, look at how cool I am. You know what I mean? So that's also like a good thing. So yeah.
What I think is that I think what works is it's how you do it. It's the approach. It's that's what needs to. That's definitely a personalized thing.
Yeah.
Like how you would do it and how you would work that in there, because that's something that I agree. You can't really just drop it on someone. Here you go. Sign this
Yeah.
before we do anything. Sign
Right.
this before we collab, before we work together.
Yeah. I mean, maybe like for big projects it makes sense. You know, like there is this thing that I did in the past that was like it was like a group project with like a bunch of VTubers, and it sucked because like I had set these expectations like a month in advance, like, hey, there's these things that we need to do, and like a month goes by and like the day before someone, you know, one of them was like, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but someone was like, you know, can't do it. And then it was just so messed up because like they said they couldn't do it, but then I saw them doing something like I guess similar the next day, or the day of when we were supposed to be doing something. They did the same thing, and I was like, I think that would have been a moment where I would have wanted something like this, because I was really pissed that I was like, bro, how are you gonna like I planned this like a month ago, we all agreed to this, and then now you're like saying I can't do it, but then doing something very similar on the same day and just still not doing it. Like that made me upset, and I feel like it was a project that like a lot of people worked on. It wasn't just disrespectful to me, it was disrespectful to other people too. So that's what, like, that was the time when like I think something like this would have made sense. Like it was a big project, had other people on the line, my work on the line, and like that would have made sense to like have something like that. Yeah.
I mean, definitely would. It would. That would be definitely something like if it's a big project or it's a project with more than one. I mean, yeah. I mean, they agree on it, and like establishing like, oh well, if you can't do this, please notify and a certain amount of time beforehand, so to prepare.
Yeah.
That's one thing, and the other thing is, well, let's just say, well, that seems to be the main thing, because other than them going off and doing pretty much the same thing with someone else, okay, if you had another project, how come you didn't, why'd you agree to jump on this one? There's so many questions.
I know.
I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not getting into it. I'm trying not to. I'm holding myself back.
Yeah, Petty Tim's coming out. Petty Kōri and Petty Tim.
Yeah, this is supposed to be about this, not being about being petty. But, I mean, it's there.
Yeah, okay, it is. Law and being petty can come together. All right.
Oh yeah. No, believe me. The whole point about law, the whole point about cases being argued in court is trying to make the other people look like they have no idea what they're talking about.
Right, exactly.
You're just trying to prove them that they don't know anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what one professor actually said, that like not in that words, but the way they put it was like, the main goal about arguing in court is you building the case is to break down the other side's case. That's
right.
What you're pretty much doing is everything that they're claiming, you break it down like, no, that's pretty much saying, no, that's not true.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, calling them liars without calling them liars.
Yep. You don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
Step aside.
Like, oh, so this is what you say happened? No, this is what really happened. Okay. Just be quiet. Go sit down there and
yeah, go sit down.
Okay, go sit. Yeah, that's when you get petty. We're like, okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah. Ooh, Okay, let's go. Very nice. Gotta have some sass. Well, respectful sass. There you go.
Yeah, as long as it's respectful and professional.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice. All right, Tim, you want to take us through? I'm on the general. Which one do you want to go through first? The general service agreement or the non-disclosure?
We can do the general service agreement.
Okay, sweet. I'm on the first little. We got the background here. Did you want me to read it, or you want to read it?
Either or. You know.
Okay. I'll have you read it since it's your. I think normally on Creative Kōri, whoever wrote it, reads it. So I'll have you read it. Go ahead, Tim.
Okay. All right. It says the client is of the opinion that the contractor has the necessary qualifications, experience, and abilities to provide services to the client. The contractor is agreeable to providing such services to the client on the terms and conditions set out in this agreement. I mean, that's just pretty straightforward. That you're going, that the client is of the opinion that they have what they need. They have the skills. They have, they're gonna provide what they're looking for. They how we say I can't remember if it's what they call it, like type of a faith-based type of deal. You know what I mean? Like they have faith that this person's gonna get the job done that they want done exactly. They advertised it, so they're gonna get it done that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the contractor is, agreeing that yeah, I can get it done exactly how they want it, how I agree. I agree with it. And yeah, um, this is just a summary of the whole agreement. Pretty much what the background is just this summary, and you'll see this a lot. A lot of times they will summarize the whole thing into a few paragraphs.
Right. Yeah.
And if you don't want to read through the whole thing, I mean, it's best to read through the whole thing. I'm not saying don't.
Yeah.
But if you want to get kind of a hint of it right off the bat, check out the background or check out the summarized versions they have. And usually it's at the beginning, and you kind of get the idea of what the whole, what's intended. That one party wants this done, is looking for this, and the other party agrees that they can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it all comes down to both parties have to be in agreement.
Yeah.
Like it says that it's an agreement between both parties, creating mutual obligations that are enforceable by the law. The basic elements is that mutual assent expressed by valid offer and acceptance, adequate consideration, capacity, and legality. That's pretty much the elements. That means that both have to agree, both have to consider if there's an offer, the offer, and then accept it. You can't just say, oh, okay, I'll go with it. They want you to take time to consider. So whenever the client is of the opinion, that pretty much meant that they considered the skills. They researched it.
Yeah. Okay.
Going through the art like an artist. You go through their work. You go through, past.
Right. You do your due diligence.
Reviews, and you do you do that, and that's pretty much you take that in consideration and everything, and especially what they tell you, and you say and it goes on to say what in consideration of the matters described above and of mutual benefits and obligations set forth in this agreement, the receipt and sufficiency of which consideration is hereby acknowledged. The client and the contractor, individually the party and collectively the parties to this agreement, agree as follows. That means that shows that this is the offer and acceptance that they talked about it, they considered it, they like I said, another summary, they're agreeing to it. This is just saying, yeah, we agree to what's following.
Right. So, just that way, like, it makes sense. I mean, like, obviously, I hear you, like, just giving the definition of what these things mean. But more importantly, like, how do you feel like this relates to, like, VTubing? Like, could you, as you're going through this, could you give us, like, examples of, like, you know, if while you're in VTubing, like, this is what this means. Like, you know, for example, I'm assuming, like, in the background portion, if we were to, you know, translate that to VTubing, it'd be like, Kōri it has the understanding that Tim is able to, you know, be respectful on stream. I don't know if entertaining makes sense or
Oh
you know,
wow.
things like no, I just mean no. I said I'm on the opinion of that. Okay, so I believe that you are that thing. Okay, so all right, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. Wow, I'm leaving.
Wow.
I'm leaving.
Wow. Can't have
Anyway.
nothing in this house.
But you know, like for example, something like that. Like if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could relate it that way, I think that'll help because you know most of us here are VTubers, so
I mean, VTubers like law. Nobody really knows what they're doing
yeah.
until they have to argue. No,
Yeah.
I'm just
We're gonna get canceled. Wait, Tim, we didn't sign one of these before we started. We should have signed one of these.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we really didn't think this one through, even though we thought about it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you know, we're talking about it, and now we're realizing we should have actually led by example. I mean, like you pretty much summed it up. You know, is that yeah? It's like if it came to like collabing, exactly what you said. You know, this is what you expect of the person that you're collabing with.
Mhm.
Like, you know, being entertainment follower, and because when you collab with someone, depending on yeah, like saying you invited me to your stream, so the rules of your stream, I should agree with.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I should agree with. I should agree with them, you know, with the rules of your stream. It's your space,
Yeah.
not my space. Now, in turn, if we're collabing, that means how I am in my stream compared to how you are in your stream. There's gonna, you know, there may or may not be conflict depending on the content and that. Well, there has to be a mutual agreement that what could not be allowed in your stream may be allowed in my stream, and you really, you know, you want to avoid that conflict.
Right.
And I think that's where an agreement would work out, because there'd be like, hey, you know, some of my viewers or followers really don't like this, and I really don't want to make them feel like I didn't take, you know, how they feel in consideration. So could we, you could ask them that, but would it really happen? You don't know until like there's always that chance. Like you can talk to them, and you know, I'm not saying that everybody won't be like, oh yeah, sure. You know, there's always going to be that chance that there's a risk,
Mhm.
and having an agreement could avoid that risk. Could
Yeah.
avoid that thing to where they'll be like, okay, well, we agreed. This is it. Here it is. It can't happen. And if it does, you're not reliable. You're not liable for it, because you know you went to that step of trying to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, trying to avoid it.
Right.
And so that's what I think would work out with VTubers and collabing would be that.
Yeah.
Because what have we seen a while back? I mean, there's so many examples that I could just V2 collabs that went wrong.
Give us one. Come on, spill the tea. Spill the
Well, well,
tea.
well, well, you know of this last one where I talk about this VTuber who collabed with another big name and they got in trouble because they offended a certain community because they had words from that community that community uses on an everyday basis. You
Mm.
know, personal. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like vernacular,
Okay.
you know. And they were offended by that because they were trying to guess and that. Well, the one of them I seen said, I didn't know there were them words like that. I just thought they were slang from like TikTok and stuff, you know.
Oh.
And it, you know, and I'm gonna say this, and I know a lot of people, and this is what's funny is people get angry, like, ignorance happens.
Right.
Not everybody is informed of that, and
Yeah.
they shouldn't be held accountable for something they didn't actually know.
Right.
So agreements like that may help avoid that. And you know, like there may not there may be things I don't know that you do, you know, and I don't want, you know, we want to avoid conflicts like that, you know, situations like that where you get put in hot water for something you had no idea, you had no control, you got
Mhm.
invited to something. How do you know what's going to happen? You don't, and agreement, you know, stuff like that could help out.
Yeah.
You know, it could avoid that. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about words that we should, you know, well do, you know, you'd be like, well, should we be using the words?
Right.
You know, and that's where that consideration comes in. Oh well, you know, someone gonna get offended, you know, because I think a lot of times people are just like, hey, you want to collab? Yeah, let's do it.
Right. That's
You know,
true.
it's just like that. Like, hey, yeah, okay, let's get it. Let's do it. When? You know, I'll be on there. Let's do it. And
Oh, sorry. Were you about to say something? I think it cut out.
oh no, no.
Oh, sorry.
But no, it's
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's great. I thank you for the example as well. I mean, definitely, yeah, I think understanding that some people really just don't know. I literally saw like, well, first of all, there's so many like slurs out there that like I don't know. And like I grew up around them. And it's like a lot of like history as well. Like I recently saw someone in a community that's like I know of. They're not super big, so they didn't get in trouble for it, and I don't think they necessarily should get in trouble because they obviously don't know. But they were using like this term cakewalk, for this like series that they had, and like cakewalk, like I think most people know that its definition of like, oh, it's easy, right? But like the I think the very core, like how that word came to be, was something that's racist. So, and I'm not gonna explain it. You have to look it up yourself if you're interested. But it's like kind of like funny because I'm like sitting there like, wait a second, they're using that word for this, and it was just so strange to me. So, but like at the same time, I was like, oh, they probably don't know. So like, I'm not gonna like report them or make a big deal of it because it's like, you know, they're not saying anything else outside of that. I'm just gonna, you know, turn a blind eye and just be like, whatever, you know, they just don't know, and that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hey Tim, do you think you could, I don't know if you saw the chat, but do you think you could increase your Discord mic sensitivity a little bit? Just because we are picking up some sounds behind you.
Oh yeah, it's kind of noisy over here.
All good, no biggie. But just apparently that's something that the chat was asking, or the mod was asking. But yeah, I think in my experience, I definitely think I luckily have not had someone I've collabed with say something that was really like bad, like a really bad slur. But I think just like the project stuff, even like there was a big project that I worked on, and I don't want to make it super obvious, but there's a big project that I worked on, and there was someone that was a part of that, and they, after I released it, they posted about it, and they used like artwork or, you know, music or some kind of like media that I had within the project, and they didn't ask me first, and they like turned it into like a meme, and then they like posted it, and I was kind of like, this is weird, because I'm like, it's not like I owned all that, and like obviously they were a part of like the project, but I was like, they never asked me and got permission to like do that, and obviously it was like not even like, so like it's not fully in support of the project itself either, because they were making a meme and not being like, hey, check this out, you know what I mean? So like that was something that kind of was weird to me, but it's something that I was gonna be like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna yell at you and, you know, get mad and stuff like that, but it definitely like rubbed me the wrong way, and I feel like that would be something that, again, I would use this probably for like a big project where, you know, all the resources that I put in my own time and energy and like more importantly money into, because I paid for those things, or I made them myself, it's like I don't want them to just run away with it and think they can do whatever they want with it, because it's like I actually own those things technically. Like it may be, they may be like have a say or like a part in it, but like I ultimately am the owner. So that would have been like a scenario where I would have used something like this. At least that's the example that I can provide for the chat as far as VTubing and these kind of legal documents go. So very nice. Are you there, Tim? Sorry, I want to make sure we didn't lose you. Uh-oh, did we lose you? Tim? Hello? Oh no, what happened? Can you hear me? Wait, is Tim typing the chat? Sorry, I don't see the chat. My bad. Oh, no, I don't see anything. You can like message me in our personal DMs if you want to. Okay.
I'm trying to switch it around.
Oh, there you are. Okay. Welcome back.
I was just switch it around.
There we go. There we go. Okay, great. We're good, everybody. Don't worry. We're good. We're good. Okay. So looking at this, let me see. Looking at the document, we've got, so you read those first kind of two paragraphs. Okay, I'm looking at the services provided part. So, let's see. The client hereby agrees to engage the contractor to provide the client with the following services, which we would probably list. The services will also include any tasks which the parties may agree on. The contractor hereby agrees to provide such services to the client. Okay, nice. So, like, I guess this would be the part where if it was like a stream or like collab, I would assume we'd put like, we're gonna play, we need to play, you know, recent example, like Raft, for example. We're gonna be playing Raft. Please have like, you know, your, I don't know if this, and obviously this is not me getting at Tim right now, but like have like your setup ready or something like that. I don't know if that makes any sense to have or not, because it's like, you know, does that need to be an agreement?
Yeah, I mean, if we feel like it does, it does.
Okay. That's fair.
It depends. I guess it would be something like that. Like, hey, we could have our setup at this certain time, at this certain point, you know, so many times beforehand.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What would you like, what is something that you would want to include in like a VTuber collab? Like right here, where's something that you would include?
Get your shit together. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Sorry. I was talking to myself out loud. No, I'm kidding.
Nice. I know you are, but what am I?
I mean, like, pretty much, like, Like I said, it can be changed. It don't have to be seven. It could be expectations of the
Mm,
stream.
yeah.
Expectations that you both have. You could change it to that. It would still fall under, like, hey, we both agree that, hey, we expect this to be the funniest, craziest, or just something like let's make this as entertaining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like it. Sometimes it don't have to be just straight out seriousness. Just enough. But have a little fun with it. Like you said, you can't just be like, we're gonna do this, this, and this at this
Right.
time. And then,
Yeah.
we can think
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so it's like freeform, whatever we can think that makes sense, that's not too daunting, for sure.
Not too daunting. Expectation, like, yeah, we're gonna make this stream either wholesome or some semi-wholesome,
Mm.
or just yeah, just whatever y'all have an expectation out of this stream that y'all feel that both should really, like, of course, not high expectation, but like, I expect this to be the best stream in the whole wide world.
Right.
you know? And if it's
Honestly.
not, I'm gonna hold you liable for it.
Yeah.
That's not, no, get out of here.
I expect to vlog with you at Disneyland at this time. Literally.
Supposed to be wearing Mickey Mouse hats.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, great. Nice, nice. Okay. Let me take a look at this term of agreement. Okay, the term of this agreement, the term, will begin on the date. Oh, so, okay, this is, all right, got it. On the date of this agreement, and will remain in full force and effect until the completion of the services, subject to earlier termination as provided in this agreement. The term may be extended with the written consent of the parties. In the event that either party wishes to terminate this agreement prior to the completion of services, that party will be required to provide 10 days written notice. Oh, that's a nice, I like that. I like that there, to provide.
That kind of coincides with what you were talking about earlier about someone canceling at the last minute.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because that was pretty trash. I'm just kidding, but no, yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that would work out. That would cover that basis perfect.
Yeah.
Like you said, that it would be making sure that the completion, and it goes with artists too. Like, artists gives you a certain date, right?
Right.
So, like, that would work out. That, with the artists, they have, I'll give you this day. And I've seen a lot of them saying, well, I contacted them on this day that they told me, and they ghosted me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you got it in your terms of agreement, then when they ghost you, you'll be like, well, you're supposed to provide me that. And later on, there's other parts to this that can go along with that goes with the checking in. Like, that could be something that can be added in
Mm-hmm.
too, where, like, updates can be added in. How many updates per, update? How many weeks? How many days pass before an update? You get some type of update.
Right.
But it
Yeah.
has to be a realistic expectation and not just, hey, I want to update every single day on the hour.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
I want to know when you're eating and when you're sleeping and not working on my project.
Exactly. I know when you're pooping every time.
You better not be pooping and tweeting.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah. I know. I literally have had so many commissioners ghost me, but I see them literally on Twitter or being active and shit like that, and it irks me so much. I hate when they do that, but anyway, yeah, that's a good one. I appreciate that. So this is basically saying, like, this is like the length of like the dates, right? Like, this is like, here's when we're starting, which is like when this agreement begins, and then that it may be extended as well. So that's good. That's also nice. It's flexible. So if I were to like extend this agreement, would I have to like rewrite the entire, like not the entire agreement again, but would I have to like update the agreement and like resend it again, or like does
Yeah,
that matter? Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you would. Okay.
The fun thing about contracts, this is funny saying it's a fun thing about contracts, but the fun thing about contracts is their flexibility when it comes to updating. You can
Mhm.
always update a contract as long as both parties agree to it.
Mhm.
That's what makes it valid. As long as that mutual agreement is there, you can update a contract
Mhm.
at any time that you seem deem necessary. It's not like, oh, I have to wait a certain amount of days to update it. No, if you can get both parties to agree with it, you can get it updated. It's, you don't have to wait 20 days, 30 days for, like you can be like, wait a minute, I forgot something the next day. You'd be like, wait a minute, I forgot to add something to this. I forgot this, Well, go back, get both parties to agree. If both parties to agree, you can get it updated.
Mhm.
It can happen. It's not like, no, you can't do that. No, it's like, just as long as there's a valid reason for it. And of course, wanting to cover as much as you can is a valid reason.
Yeah. Nice. So I'm just looking through the document. So like, I know I'm skipping a little bit, but like, would confidentiality, would that section be the kind of part that you were talking about where, oh yeah, it sounds like it, like where, if the other party
Yeah.
gets canceled, then you're not liable for the for all that drama, basically. Is that where you would probably put something like that in confidentiality?
Yeah, like, oh, confidentiality can cover, yeah, it cover that, and it can cover, ah, there's one part of it I wanted to get to, actually.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We can jump over to it.
Yeah, there's one part I wanted to get to because it's something that really I've seen a lot when it came to,
Okay, where is it? Where what
yeah,
part?
and actually it is that part.
Oh, okay. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, because it says it refers to any data, confidential information. Refers to any data or information relating to the client, whether business or personal, which would reasonably be considered to be private or you know, I can't say that word, time. Proprietary to the client, and that is not generally known, and where the release of that confidential information could reasonably be expected to cause harm to the client, and the contractor agrees that they will not disclose, divulge, reveal, report, or use for any purpose any confidential information which the contractor has obtained, except as authorized by the client or required by law. That is something that I think every VTuber should have
Mhm.
because of doxing and
Ah,
the
yeah.
50-page VTuber docs.
Yeah.
It should be something where an artist cannot turn around, say an artist commissioned something. The VTuber didn't do anything wrong, but somehow the artist just is in a bad mood or spiteful or petty. They have information, private information of, you know, and there's always that risk that they could divulge it.
Yeah.
And you're like, more on I and more on just I hope they don't type of deal.
Yeah.
And so I think something like that is something that should always be considered when it comes to that. That they have they can't,
Yeah.
because I know there's a lot of private information that's out there that they have, you know,
Yeah. They do. They do. Yeah.
and I know that's being a VTuber. That's one thing you want to avoid is that having your confidential information out there. I mean, yes, it's illegal. I'm gonna say this: it is illegal to dox. I don't care what anyone says. It is illegal. There are federal laws against it. here in
Mhm.
the U.S. It is illegal, no matter what anyone says. Everybody, I've seen arguments of, no, it's not. Not if it's public information. True, public information is free for everyone. It's how you use it that makes it legal or illegal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you're doing it out of spite, sorry, it's illegal. Your argument don't falls flat. you know,
Yeah.
you know, and 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 as for that, that's exactly. This is the one thing that I remember you brought up once. When we were talking about the 50-page V2,
Right.
is that is a lot of stuff they put in there sometimes can be used that they shouldn't use,
Yeah.
and shouldn't, and this could stop that. Like they be like, I'm a type of 50-page VTuber doc out. Like, oh well, remember that agreement that you signed? You know, this part can't be in there.
So if
That
they didn't, what if they like are like screw the agreement, I'm gonna do it anyway? Would that then turn into like a small claims, or like how would you go about that?
yeah, it would be a small claim. It would be that. It definitely would be because I mean they're pretty much when a contract is a breach of contract is a serious thing in civil court.
Yeah.
It's a small claim. It is serious. A lot of people think, oh, it don't mean that an agreement. No, no. A breach of contract, a breach of agreement is serious, especially when it comes to confidentiality, because it's also a breach of privacy. So it falls under more than just one category.
Right. Okay. But like people who sign this are probably signing it like I would sign this with Corey, right? So like how would you go about like I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, when I went to small claims, like I had all their information and I had their address. So it's like, they couldn't get away. But then with this, it's like they're just another person on the internet and there is no like I might not
It's
have
still
their name.
their business. If
Mm.
they're making money off of it, it's their business. I don't care if they make small money, it's still business. It's a
That's
business
fair.
thing. They're a content creator, and as a content creator, they attach themselves to they're making money off of that image, that name, that. So that's like a business to them.
Mhm.
So you could just go, well, I don't know who they are behind there, but I do know who they are, and that will be left up to the courts. They'll be like, well, okay, we don't know this person's name, but we can sue so and so LLC or however they don't even have to be LLC. If they're a small business, if they're making money off it, they can be it could happen to their character because that's who did it. Their
Yeah.
persona is connected, and it does take longer, but it still can happen because if they're signing it, then it's a how would you say like you being Corey and you signing as Corey.
Right.
And Kōri-Oujo signing this contract with someone else. Well, that it doesn't make it invalid because you're out there. You're being, that's who you are. You're a persona. And that's how it works. That's why, say, who was it? I don't know. I don't know VTubers. No,
It's okay, neither do
no,
I.
just no, I just see them around. No, no. Who is it? Who's it? Bao, who
Oh,
got
okay.
ripped off for the music
Oh,
videos.
yeah, something like that. I think I know what you're talking about, right?
Like she got ripped off, right?
Mhm.
Well, Bao got ripped off. The
Right.
VTuber. She can go in as either or, depending on how they go about it. She gonna
Ah.
make it personal, or she can make it as that. and I guess she can go business wise. It would be that name, the VTuber name.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it just really depends on the whole aspect. But yeah, like if you can't get them to, you don't have to go after the real name as long as you go after the business.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Because it's all about and when it comes to contract, it's about liability, and and that's what civil is liability and criminal is guilty.
Got it. Yep. Okay. Nice. Nice. Good to know. I just kind of took another peek down below, and I see this part that says right of substitution. And is this kind of where, so I'm reading that, let's see. Client will not hire or engage any third parties to assist the provision of the services. So like, oh, so this is saying that, okay. Okay, so this is saying that like I'm not going to do anything about whatever, if I'm paying like the person with the commission or the person I commissioned the MV, for example. It's like, well, I'm just hiring you for the MV. I'm not hiring anyone else to help you. Now, if you want to use these filters that you're supposed to pay for, then you have to, let me see, payable by the client to the So then what I have to then, like, if they did want to purchase the that filter, for example, that had the watermark on it, then they'd have to send it to me to purchase. Is that what this is saying?
Pretty much, yeah. It's like not got the you give the right to substitution. If the artist needs to use something that needs to use, you got to figure out, are they gonna charge you for them using a service to remove a watermark or not?
Right. Okay. Okay.
And you got that's something that is that they use a service. Are they, is their fees covering their use of that service, their subscription or something to it? And if not, why, yeah, like I said with the watermark thing, you expect there not to be a watermark on something. So,
Right.
and I think that's something that that can be discussed. Another thing that can be discussed on how that would go about it. Would the artist themselves be paying for it and not expect compensation for subscribing to that service to make sure the watermark is removed, or where you as the client compensate them with the rest of it? You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That can be discussed. It's not like it's not like that. That's something that can be discussed. Is ultimately how much is going to be paid for what,
Mm-hmm.
because it's installments, and I'm gonna pay you this much here and there for this and that and anything else you may need. I mean, I think that's pretty much how it would go. Like, this is installment of payments, and these payments should cover this. What's expected to be covered, and that's part of what agreeing with each other and talking out the terms. You know, what are you really paying for?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know,
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Definitely something you would have to talk to them about. Um, that part here. Just scrolling around, checking out all these big words.
yeah, it's big words. It just yeah. Sometimes legal talk is just going in circles. Actually,
Oh, interesting. There's even gender here. So what is this gender? So like what would that be? Is that just like make sure we are considerate of each other's gender pronouns for the stream? Is that like what that kind of is, or what does that mean? Sorry. I don't know if that's a dumb question, but this is just me being just asking, just shooting my shot because I don't know. Words in the singular mean and include plural and vice versa. Words in the masculine mean and include the feminine and vice versa. What does that mean?
It's pretty much that. It's pretty
Oh, okay.
much.
All right, all right.
It's pretty much just saying that if there's a word in there that's meant to be masculine, it should be meant to be masculine. If it's not, it's not. If it's
Oh, I
plural,
see. I
yeah.
see.
Because a lot of like when it says party and parties,
Right. Okay. Oh, I see.
yeah,
Okay,
and
got
then
it. That's what that
he,
means.
she, yeah, yeah, it does mean like gender. It does. It actually can be open more, like to that point. Like if that's how they feel that if they address themselves that way, if and it's put in here, then part of the agreement should be that they can, that the contractor agrees to address them
Mhm.
as their pronouns. Because I mean, if you're going to work for someone or work with someone, you kind of, gotta have a mutual respect.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see.
Oh, I know
Sorry.
there's one thing that says governing law, and
Mhm.
I use the state that I'm in. Don't mean, each state has their own law, but the thing about contracts is whoever makes the contract, it usually defaults to the law of that state that they reside in. But if both parties can agree which one state of wherever they reside or location where they reside would be the governing law.
Oh, okay.
That can kind of be interchangeable, but a lot of times it defaults to the state of the one who came up with the contract.
Okay. That makes sense. Very nice, very nice. What is this part? Let's see. What does severability mean? What is this section? Tell us about this section, and how it relates to VTubing, I guess, if it does.
Now, at this point, it says in the event that any of the provisions of this agreement are held to be invalid or enforceable in whole or in part, all other provisions should be nevertheless continue to be valid. And that means that say that there are certain parts in the agreement that are considered invalid or they really can't be enforced, that they're found enforceable, that you really ain't gonna work out no matter if you agree with it. This would mean that those parts can be removed. Those parts can be removed while not
Oh,
invalidating the whole agreement.
okay, okay.
That means, okay, well, that's not going to be enforceable. Okay, we'll take that out, but we keep, that don't mean, oh, we have to throw the whole thing out.
Right.
You can actually add one of these clauses to ensure that that don't happen. That later on you find out, well, that's invalid. That's not going to work out. And you're like, well, let's just throw the whole thing away. Pretty much is what you'd have to do. But if you put a clause like that in, and they both agree, then it can be like, okay, well, that ain't going to work out. But the rest of the agreement still goes. It still goes. Just not that part.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So if I were to be like, you have to never have any lag in your stream, then that would be like, oh, that's impossible. Like, how
Yeah,
can
'cause
you?
that's an unforeseen,
Right,
circumstance.
right. So
You
then,
know.
but then everything else is still fine. Like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel like that. Like, okay, that's yeah. You know what? No, that ain't gonna work out. Everything else, yeah, but not that. Sorry.
yeah. Very nice. And then we've just got the waiver and signature. Is there anything else that you wanted to say about this agreement and like how it ties to VTubing or anything in particular?
Um, no, let's just say that. Like I said from the beginning, I repeated this. It's interchangeable. You can change it up. You can switch it around. You can add, subtract. You can do all that stuff to this.
Yeah.
It's how it's personal. It can be personalized to the situation.
Yeah.
To It can be adapted to whatever situation, whatever thing. As long as I said, what I mentioned, what makes the agreement, what makes the contract. As long as them elements are there and
Got you.
nothing ridiculous.
Right. Right. Nothing ridiculous, like requiring Armadillo Billy to release tomorrow.
Well, hey, hey, you're kind of jumping ahead on that. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Uh-huh. Aw. I'm gonna slip that into the contract, put it in really, really small font so you can hardly read it. Very
honestly,
nice. Mm.
honestly, that you know how we went through this agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
How fast does anybody read TOSs?
Oh yeah, no, that's probably in like 10 seconds because they don't read it.
That's what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, this is just like a TOS.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what a TOS is in a way. Not exactly like this, but in a way.
Yeah.
But that's what I was thinking. It was all that stuff. What made me think of that is when you said you're going to slip that in the fine print.
Yeah.
That reminded me of TOS.
Yeah.
Like, we're just going to zoom right through this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna put that in there where
Yeah.
they're not gonna.
Yeah.
By the time they reach this point, he's not gonna care.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He's not gonna care. He's gonna be signing with their blood, and it'll be written in blood, and it'll be fine. Anyway.
But well, like I said, with this agreement, it can be changed. The title can be changed depending on like I said, it can be changed. It can be personalized to exactly whatever you want it to be. It don't have to be this.
Mhm.
It just has to look professional.
Very
It
nice.
don't have to have all the big fancy words either. Just enough.
Yeah, right. Just enough to confuse them so they don't know what they're reading.
Yeah. Just enough to throw them off.
Yeah.
Just enough that they'll just scan through the rest of it and sign it just so they can get it out of their face.
Exactly. Yeah, and they'll skip over the Armadillo Billy fine print. Exactly. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look at this non-disclosure agreement. Very nice, very nice. All right, I'm looking at the background. Oh, do you have it open on your end? Or are you looking at the stream? I don't know if you can hit which one's easier for you.
Oh, I got it.
Nice. Okay, so obviously we gotta put our names and whatnot in here. Background. The contractor is currently or may be retained as an independent contractor with the client for the position of, I'm assuming this would be like artist, right? In addition to this responsibility got it. In addition to this responsibility or position, the retainer, this agreement also covers any position or responsibility now or later held with the client. The contractor will receive from the client or develop on behalf of the client confidential information as a result of the retainer, the permitted purpose. Okay, so wait. What does that mean? Or basically, how does that apply to VTubing? Or like, I'm assuming this would be, is this more so, can this be used for like collabs, or is this more so for like commissioning?
I would say it's more for commissioning now.
Okay.
It could be for collabs if for some reason it comes to the point where you have to share information that you really don't want nobody to really know.
Oh, okay. I see.
And also, it could also be like, say, you have a certain work ethic when it comes to collab, and you really don't want that to be out there. I mean, and somebody you collab with sees it, but you're like, I mean, I understand that's not really. It's more like, how would you say, a business practice. private business practice, certain part of your business practice that you want to keep out of the public eye.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's
You
fair.
know,
Yeah.
it could work with that with collabs, right? Because when you collab with someone, you kind of have to show, like this is how I do things, and this, like certain thing. And if you feel like you shared something that you rather not want to be out in the public, but yeah, this is more has to do with artists. But like I said, if you can walk around and you feel like there's some things you're doing in collabs that you really want to keep, you know,
That's
out of a
fair.
50-page VTuber doc, then
Right.
this would.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Cause like there have definitely been, I don't know how this would work in like an agreement, but like there are definitely a lot of times that I've had people I've worked with in the past just like sitting in my DMs and like asking me how I did something or what I did for that or whatever, like, and it sucked because like they were people that I didn't care to give the answer to, if that makes any sense. Like it's not like I'm trying to gatekeep information, by the way, but it was just kind of like I didn't like them. Basically, I was being petty. But yeah, I didn't want to deal with them, and it was like they kept asking me, and I felt like I had to tell them because it was just like I don't want to gatekeep, you know. But I mean, I definitely wish like things like this existed in the sense that like I don't have to deal with those kind of questions. I've also had people like try to get answers from me, and then I heard later that they were talking about me like behind my back to like a group of people, and like that was weird to hear in VTubing. But it apparently it happened, and I think like again this would be something that I might use for that like purpose, because it was just like
Yeah.
I don't want to be put in that situation again. So okay, that's nice.
The thing about VTubing is whatever you do is a business practice. How you set up, how you prepare
Yeah.
is really, from the business aspect, is a business practice, right? You have your certain business practices that and you would think, oh, well, if I set up this way, how is it that? Well, it is because that's part of your business. That's part of how you conduct your streams. That's, like you said, there's things you didn't want to talk, even though doing that you didn't want to because you didn't like them.
Yeah, me being petty Kōri, thank you.
Pretty cool. But you could also have that, be like, well, hey, if I tell you how I do this, I really don't feel like telling anyone and having it out there. Here you go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you some things, but I really don't want to. Yeah, this would definitely be something. I mean, of course, that would probably that would stop them from asking you.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, if they try to ask me, like, "Oh, how'd you do this?" Just slap this on their DMs. Like, okay, you want to ask here?
But how serious are you?
Yeah.
To know.
Yeah. How serious are you about not Googling the answer yourself? Literally, it's a Google search away. I literally had somebody ask me like something super silly. Like it wasn't this, but it was like, "Oh, how do you stay organized?" And I'm like, "What kind of?" It's such a general question. It's like I don't even know how to answer that. It's like Google it. I don't know. Ask WikiHow. I don't know.
They must not have seen any of your PowerPoints.
Honestly.
Oh yeah. They have not seen your slideshow.
Thank you. Thank you, Tim. Tim gets it. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying this as knowledge, alright? So I don't know this, everybody, but I'm pretty sure that Kōri has sheets open of Google Sheets.
Of the Google variety. Sheets and spreadsheets open of the Google variety. Yup. It's true. It's so true.
And what's funny is that I laugh about that, but I understand that on a personal level because I do too.
Right. No, I mean, I'd imagine so. I'd imagine you'd have a lot of things open and like.
Oh yeah, like no, when I'll have a browser, I'll have different types of the Google of Google apps open, I'll have, yeah. Let's just say that it actually looks like I'm doing something. Sometimes I'm not even doing nothing. That's just a habit. Like
Nice.
I'll sit down and open everything, and then when I realize I don't need it, I'll close it. If
Yeah.
I That's if I realize. Sometimes I'm just like it's just like you get used to it, and it's just something you do. It's a comfort. Like
Yeah.
I leave that on there. I don't know why, but if I leave it on there, I feel like I'm being productive.
Right. Yeah, I know. I'm looking. The screen is on. The screen with my work
The
on it is
screen.
on. So.
Yeah, yeah. Like I know I watch YouTube for 3 hours now, but still, I could be, there could be something that could hit me, and
Right.
and I'll have that open just in case.
Exactly. Exactly. It just writes your name down and then calls it a day. Um, very nice.
sounds like my last days of college.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right, all right. Let's we're getting back to the legal brain, here. Okay, confidential information. Investigating regardless of, okay, all right. In position in entertainers, or maybe okay, okay. So this is just like exclusive property, right? Okay. Oh, so here's there's the business operations right here. This is what you were talking about. And then customer information. So would that be like, oh, so that I've heard that definitely in professional talk, like you can't really talk about your clients or anything like that. So
Yeah.
would this be like for VTubing? Do you think that applies still? Like I can't tell you, I don't know, like I had somebody ask me like who like who even though I post it everywhere, like I give credits to everyone that I commission, they would ask me like who did your panels, for example, and even though it's like right there, would this be something like I don't have to tell you because I don't, would that make sense as a VTuber, or I don't know if that makes.
I mean, honestly, you really don't have an obligation to tell them anyways, right?
That's
It's just
true.
more of a common courtesy. But like say you have an artist and they want to do something for you, like you commission them, right? And say
Mm-hmm.
that they turn around and they did something unique with your slide or your model that they didn't do for someone else
Okay.
or anyone else, but they don't want no one to really, it's a unique thing they want to keep unique, right? And like that could be something they could keep as the business operation, or say that they want to keep under wraps who they did it for.
Oh, okay.
And the
I see.
customer information be like, oh yeah, I can tell you who. I'm not going. I agreed. We both agreed that I'm not going to share their information. Like say, yeah, like NDA is just like any other agreement. It's just both sides should be in agreement. It
Right.
shouldn't be just one-sided, but both sides. It's like, hey, I don't want to talk about this, and you don't want to. And I don't want you to talk about it. And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand. It's a mutual agreement. I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's what NDAs are I mean, really should be. It's a mutual agreement, not just, I want to hide this.
Right, obviously. Yeah.
Not, yeah, shut up. I don't want you to talk, and that's it.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Nice. Very nice. That makes sense.
Yeah, like a lot of this is just a catch all. Really, all this information. It don't have to be this long, just like the other one, but you want to make sure it covers every single thing. Like it says, you know, like like this, marketing and development information, which includes marketing and development plans of the client, price, cost data, price and fee, amounts, pricing and billing policies, quoting procedures, like 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 say they don't want to share their billing procedures to everybody,
Mhm.
you know. You won't know it until you work with them, type of deal.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not putting it out there for everybody. Well, they can cover that with that, with this. Like, hey, sign this agreement that the way I bill you is between me and you. As long as it's legit. Let's just say NDA is just like with any other thing. It can be invalid if what they're trying to do is illegal. You know,
Right. Okay.
like,
Gotcha. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
oh no, it's just, I don't know. That thing just went off.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I had noticed there was also that intellectual property portion, and I feel like so this is something that I've come across a lot of commissioners too. Like, they expect like, when they in their TOSs they'll say like, oh, whenever you post it, the commission, you have to credit me. Like, no matter where it's on, whether it be social media or on a website, wherever it is, like it has you have to credit me. But like something that I don't see is like, okay, but like my model, for example, is my property. I paid, the commercial use for it. Like, this is considered mine. And but I see a lot of like commissioners, when I commission them, they'll post like the art, and I agree that like the art is theirs, but they won't like credit the design or the model like owner, which is me. So they just kind of post the thing and like not credit the commissioner, which was me. But they expect me to credit them whenever I post it. And I don't know if that's like stingy to say, but like,
I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah, I do. Like, I see that a lot. I see a lot of people like, oh well, they did this, but they didn't credit me, and I seen, oh, you didn't credit them, that's their stuff, and and like, I can see both sides of it. Like I can see like, oh well, I see people like, oh, well, what does that matter? But it does matter because there's people out there that I would say, for some reason, don't or won't take the time to find out if that's really their thing or not.
Mm.
And they'll just go off of that and claim it's, oh, it's so and so, they posted it. No, it's not. It's this one. They didn't credit. I didn't see their credit. And that can make it complicated. Sometimes it's not both people, but it's third parties, people who are not involved, that can complicate it for them. And well, like you said, with the intellectual property, that's, like you said, you own it. It is your intellectual property. You have the right to be credited for something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, you know, you can do that, but like I said, that it comes with common courtesy, but it can be something you can actually address. Because
Right.
if that's how you feel and that is your property, then you have a right to call them out. Because if they're not, now it's how you feel when you call them out too. But you do have a right. If you own the intellectual property, you do have a right to be credited for what's yours.
Right. Yeah, cuz
You
that's
know,
that's my thing, right? It's like, yeah, it's their art, and I agree that like they are the ones that drew it, their hands did that, whatever. But like the design itself, like they didn't come out of nowhere and made that design. Like that design was something that came from me, you
yeah,
know.
it's not original
Yeah.
art.
It's not.
It's not like original first time. Yeah. So yeah, like anything can be similar. Like, how would you say? I guess, how would you want to use the biggest example of someone who goes after their intellectual property and protects it at all cost? Nintendo.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. That's Nintendo.
But they will knock down your door.
Yeah, yeah, legit.
They will send SWAT. They will get you. But that shows you that they don't play around when it comes to that.
Yeah.
They're strict, like super strict, and but and a lot of people complain about that, and I get that them being over strict, but yet that is their property.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's less about the legality and more about moral and
That's
common
true. Right,
courtesy.
right. I just being a decent human being, right? We're in the
Yeah,
VTuber community. Forgot that
yeah,
exists.
yeah. Not like them Superman that's gonna knock down your door and kidnap you,
Right.
your family, and you get back your stuff.
Yeah, that's welcome to the VTuber community, everybody.
But yeah, I mean, if it's your intellectual property, definitely. Like you feel that way, you have a right to feel that way. That's your property. You give permission to people. At least the least they can do is credit
Yeah,
the original artist.
you would think, but it
Yeah, you would think.
doesn't always happen because they're freelancers. They don't know any better. They've never been hit with one of these, and you know what I mean. They've never gone to small claims courts like Petty Corey over here.
Oh, they never faced Corey with the folder for everything.
Exactly, with the fine print, little small text. Wow, there's a lot on here. Oh, what is this? So for this, you would need a witness for the non-disclosure agreement? I'm just looking at towards the bottom here.
You could.
Oh.
I think a lot of it is best. Sometimes it's best to either have a witness just in case. But I would say that when it comes to witnesses, it's best to have maybe a witness, a trustworthy witness, of course. But
Right.
but just because because a third party neutral
Yeah.
third party neutral is the best because you have someone that's not going to take one side or the other,
Mhm.
which is what a witness should be. And they shouldn't be someone that's going to be like, yeah, I got you.
Right. Like I can't just give them $100 and be like, "Yep, you're you're taking my side, right?"
My witness gonna take my side, but change your knob. Okay?
Yeah.
Here's $100, and there's more coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. But when it comes to NDAs, and like I said, that a lot of times the witnesses don't have to just be a random person, and because of course you got another person involved.
Right.
You really, and that's that. I think that would be like say that would be the best thing when it comes to NDAs is either have a witness or at least have some type of outlet. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm kind of unsure on if a witness is needed for NDA. Let me double check that real quick.
Okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm just curious, like, what the. I feel like for something as small as like between streamers, like small streamers, I feel like a witness probably isn't needed because like we're just dudes being dudes on the internet. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's probably not that necessary. But if it was, excuse me, like something that was like super like bigger. You're working with somebody that is like a bigger corpo kind of thing, then that would make sense. But yeah, interesting. I also see this portion here that you'd have to send the agreement. Let's see, any notices of delivery. Oh, delivery in this agreement would be completed when hand delivered. Oh, interesting. Okay. But I guess that wouldn't really apply to VTubing unless it's like
Yeah, like with VTuber, it's online, and then laws have changed to where they do actually honor online agreements now. Like so many years back, it would have been unheard of. But online, you got e-signatures and all that. So of course, and like now, I guess how you say the rule of law when it comes to signing something in agreement is if you can't trust them, if you can't, if you
Right.
feel like you can't trust them, then don't.
Yeah.
Don't get in an agreement with them. That's pretty much, you know, like if you can't trust them enough, if you feel like, oh man, I don't, I would need to. If you really can't trust them, then don't get in an agreement. And that's simple. That's really what it comes down to. If you feel like and as for witnesses, that's also something that can be something that could be optional. It's optional.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, but because it comes down to that rule, if you can't trust them enough, don't get involved.
Yeah.
you know?
That's fair. That's true.
But like I said, that with all this stuff, the best thing to do, this is the best thing to do, and I know a lot of people can't do it, but this, like I said, being a paralegal, not able to give legal advice, but I can give advice on what to do to ensure le- being legal is if you feel like you're not sure if your contract's valid or not, try to get an attorney or someone to overlook it. That's the best thing to do.
Mm.
They will ensure it's valid. They will ensure that yes, this will, because the thing about legal documents is it's got to be perfect.
Yeah. Because then
one
if there's
little
loopholes, yeah.
yeah, one little missing thing can invalidate a whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think that's why a lot of like these legal documents are so long for sure, because it's like if you miss something, then the lawyer or attorney or whatever will come up and be like, well, actually you don't have this, so the rest of this is
Yeah.
null.
Yeah,
Right, so it's like
exactly.
then you just lose the whole
Exactly.
case for sure.
Yeah, yeah. That's why they're so long. That's why sometimes they seem very repetitive too,
Right.
because they're paraphrasing everything they just said in another way just to ensure that they're covering
Yeah,
everything.
right. And also, I don't know if you had this at your college, but at my university, I'm just saying this in case there's like viewers that are also in college or university, or even in general. Like, there are like at least in my university, there were free services to get like legal advice. I guess it was part of a very expensive tuition. Doing something with our tuition. Anyway, but yeah, so you may have resources available to you if you do need to take any like legal action. You may have some resources if you're in a college or university, because I had that, so I'm assuming some other universities have that too.
Yeah, yeah.
So that might help, but obviously it'd be kind of silly, like, going to like your school, university, and being like, "Yeah, I'm a VTuber and I need to sue somebody." Pretty funny, but at least.
Um,
Sorry, go ahead.
now you make me want to contact one of my professors and say that. But hey, so I graduated and I got into VTuber and I want to work on a contract. What do you think?
That might be cool. That might be cool. I'm just saying.
If
That's
they
kind
don't
of
hang
neat.
up on me. No, I'm just
Uh
kidding. Well, they were and they were great. They were great ones. They were great professors, and I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't see it as that. They would be like, okay, you know, how far have you got, and what do you know?
right.
That's exactly how they'd be because they were professional
Yeah, yeah.
paralegals. They one were legal assistants, one was paralegal. I think there was one that was a lawyer too, and so they're like, yeah, they were. They'd be like, okay, what do you need? Let's get this. What I teach you. Let's see.
Testing you.
They'll test me, yeah, but that's fine. I mean, if you got a professor that's still testing you after you got out of school, that's a great professor.
That's true. That's true. Still challenging you, right? Right. Nice. Well, thank you for going through these with us. Is there anything else that you want to say or point out about either of these documents or VTubing as a whole, or any stories you want to tell? Feel free to. The floor is yours.
Everybody can wake up now. It's over. Class is done. You can wake up.
Oh
I mean, like anything like, oh, we didn't sign something, so, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it as petty as I. I'm not gonna be petty.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Let's hear it then.
Nah, like I said that I wasn't sure how this was gonna go, but like I said that I hope that I just gave enough, or I explained it in okay ways, because it's funny. It's hard for me to explain in a way. I mean, even though I know what it is, it's hard for me to explain.
Right, it's a lot. I mean, I think like it, but you know it in the way that you were taught, which is like with all these terminologies. So you have to like dumb it down for my two brain cell head ass and everybody else in the chat. So I mean, no, it's completely valid. I have that struggle too with like certain language things. So
Yeah, that's what it was. Is I didn't want to feel like, oh yeah, I know this. Yeah, no. Honestly, I wing it sometimes until I learn it.
Right. I mean, that's the way to go. You got to be uncomfortable until you get comfortable. So
Yeah,
that's how it is.
I think was it the thing that I first learned. The thing that I first learned in school, and it really stuck with me, was one quote that I heard every semester. Every semester, this one quote we always started out with, and it was the the way to know, something like, if you know the way.
Dang, it really stuck with you, Tim, didn't it? You really stuck with you.
This is funny though.
I'm just messing.
What the code is exactly this. It's kind of ironic. It's like knowledge is to know everything is to know nothing at all.
Yes. There you go. That's true.
That's why it's hard for me to know, because if I know nothing at all, then
That's
what it is to always be open to everything, and then they used to quote that to us all the time, and I used to think, okay, well, what does that mean?
Right.
When I first started, it was like, what the heck are you talking about? And then later on, I really got it. Like every semester, I realized I knew nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I knew nothing. No. Now I see Mid talk about this. Someone say documents. He's at it. No, it's too late, Mid. It's too late.
Too late.
Oh, you're lucky, Mid. I forgot to add the prenup in these documents for you and for Mid and Doug. So you.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I know.
I didn't get that drafted yet.
Yeah, we can get that drafted. We're gonna present that during the VTuber prom. for Mid and Doug.
Yeah. And
then put some fine print in there about, I don't know, Midwest being not a real genre of music. I'm just kidding.
He's talking on Twitter about that. I felt bad. I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I tried to help. Tried to help you, bro. I tried to help.
Can't help him. I can't help him if they are not willing to get that help, right?
I know. But I said, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure everybody's like, well, don't have any more legal questions, because I mean, they don't want to fall asleep again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I know I've said this before in Discord, and I think in your chat once or twice, and the funny story about me talking about how I decided to see this side of the law.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I've said that a few times, and that was a joke, and it kind of was half true because okay, when I first started school, that's exactly the question I got asked was why
Yeah.
why are you getting into it? And just like you said, it's always been a question. Why are you into law? Why are you getting into law? Why are you interested? And where I lived, where I went to school, um, being being who I am, that diversity is not really. It's kind of a dirty word,
Oh
you
yeah.
know.
Mhm.
It's a dirty word. As I said at the beginning, I'm Native American. Um, I'm seen as someone that lives off the government and doesn't do anything,
Right. The
and
stereotypes. Yeah.
the stereotypes, So of course here I got asked that question, and my first response was being as sarcastic as ever because that's how I got through life.
Right. I mean, fair. Right. Yeah.
And so that was the question I was asked, and I was asked by this lady who came off as being
Judgmental, to say the least. Yeah.
judgmental. Yeah, judgmental. So she's like, "Well, what got you into it?" I said, "Well, I wanted to see what this side of the law was like."
Very
that's,
nice.
that's the only. And she was like, "Oh, okay,
Ah!
that's nice."
Oh
And
my
I felt
god!
bad.
That's so funny. You hecka blindsided him. That's
I felt
funny.
the whole room went silent though. I had everybody went silent. Everybody just looked at me, and everybody just looked at me because they didn't know whether to laugh or not. They didn't know whether I was joking or not. And and I was like, okay, but I felt bad because that same lady is the lady that cheered me on when I passed my certification before
Oh,
graduation.
I see.
I felt bad after because she was the same one, but at that time she came off,
Yeah, right,
judgmental,
right.
and 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 but what it was is we both got to know each other, and
Yeah.
so that changed, and I told her that, and she told me that, and she brought it up after graduation. She goes, "You remember what you told me when I first asked you in law, and you said you was on the other side of the law?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, how does it feel now?"
Yeah, let's go.
I just, I felt bad after I said. She goes, "Oh, that's okay. I kind of had that coming."
Yeah, oh, well, that's just me. That's a good sport. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
she goes, "Yeah." She goes, "I had that coming. I figured the way I said it and the
yeah.
way I'm like, yeah." She goes, "But," she goes, "At least you said it in a way that wasn't rude." And she
Yeah.
asked me, she goes, did you get interested in law because of watching Law and Order?" And I'm
Mm.
like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Is that why you got into law, because of Law and Order?" And this was, during that first time. I'm like, "Oh yeah, yeah." I saw Law and Order, and I was like, "That's what I want to do.
Uh,
I want to win a case in one episode." No,
yeah, I know, right? That's so not no, that does not happen, everybody.
I don't. Yeah.
It does not
It took
happen.
months, years. Oh man. Yeah. I always thought, wow. Everybody's like, I had somebody ask me, Law and Order. How much is that is actually true? I'm like, the courtroom,
Yeah, the courtroom, the gavel,
the gavel, the judge,
the flag,
just name random stuff.
the chair.
The chair.
Oh my god, that's funny. Well, that's it. That's still a great story, obviously, and I mean, I won't get all corny, but I think that's really admirable and a good inspiration. And I mean, going into this, my main goal was at least to make people see that like these kind of legal documents are within reach. Like, I feel like you don't talk about it in the VTubing community because it's like, I don't know, scary and like not
Yeah.
fun, you know, but it's like
Yeah.
it's possible if you want to create a contract, you know, these agreements, it's within reach. And if you feel like it makes sense and it's appropriate, then you can use it. And I think that's like the biggest thing for me was like to make sure people knew like, hey, this is something that's available to you. And I think like just kind of like drawing a cute little parallel between your story and this, I think like the fact that you made something that stereotypically seemed like it wasn't available to you, you made it available to you and you made it your career. And I feel like that's really admirable and a big inspiration, and should be an inspiration to everyone. And it's definitely an inspiration to me. So thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your experiences, and thank you for sharing these documents with us as well. I think this would be really helpful for a lot of people, not just in the VTubing community, but just in general, whenever they're
Yeah.
doing anything. So
I agree that it should be, and like you said, that it's available. It's to everybody. It's not just certain things. You know, everywhere. It should be something. Yeah, it should be something VTubers should really look into. I mean, just in case, just to avoid some of the issues and situations that we see around a lot. I mean, a lot of it people just brush off as, oh, that's just VTubers being VTubers, and yeah, but there's some things, some issues that should be normalized, you know, and should should be addressed and or avoided. And if this could help them avoid it, great. I hope it does. I really, you know, it's better to avoid them situations than just be like, oh, well, that just happens, you know.
Yeah, or like not take accountability for their own actions and just do like the whole
Yeah,
he said, she
that
said
too.
shit. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, no, this is great. Thank you for, you know, making everything feel accessible and breaking things down to us and going over these with us. Really appreciate it. Is there anything that you're working on or want to share? Final thoughts, or you know, I always ask like big projects that you're working on, but I know that you just stream as like a stress reliever, so I don't know if you have a project you're working on or anything like with streaming that you want to share.
Well, I mean, yeah, like you're streaming, yeah, it's just stress reliever. I'm not really. I actually went back. I used to be affiliated, and I canceled myself out of. I got out of the agreement, the affiliate contract with Twitch, and I never looked back just because it was just me. It's personal reasons why, and I felt like I just felt felt like I there was too much pressure for
Mm-hmm.
me to hold on to the affiliate status, and actually be honest, I sped run it. Yeah, I was speed running affiliate,
Mm.
and if you know the speed running affiliate is when you do the follow for follow thing, and I thought how chaotic that whole community is.
Yeah. That's
And,
not the
and
way to go.
I met some great people in that community, and I still have contact with them, and I don't base that community on as
Right.
them as
Yeah.
individuals. But yeah, that community is, yeah, it's not great. It's stressful. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
they may it come a lot of it. You make you think that they're your friends when really they're just using you for clout.
Oh yeah.
Definitely using you for clout. Like how would you say they'll wait till you're live so they can donate or follow you or sub just so they can get it out there that hey, I'm subbing. Look at
Mm.
me donate. Look at me do this.
you better do it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I realized that, and I was like, I cannot do that. That's not me. That's more. I just couldn't do it. I felt bad. I felt like I can't do this. You know,
Yeah.
and then certain people get put on held up to a certain standard, and others are just thrown to the wayside. And I've seen a lot of people I met in that community that we all started out with the follow for follow at the same level, and I've seen others rise and become big, and I've seen others fall to the wayside and get forgotten. And I've just felt like I can't, I can't do that. I got tired of seeing everybody fall, and I'm like, I just can't be that. I just can't be part of this. I don't like seeing them that way. I don't want to be. It wasn't really me. It was more like I don't want to see them that way, and I felt bad because I was participating in it. And I felt like, in a way, I was just putting it in the face that I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and so that's when I was like, I can't do this no more. And that's why I turned away from TimFromLegal, the whole channel and everything, and I got rid of it. And I just deleted it. I told Twitch, I was like, yeah, take my affiliate away, please. I emailed them. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I don't need it, and then I deleted my channel and never looked back. And I feel better because when I stream, I don't have to worry about, having to. Now, I'm not saying people who are affiliated, I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just my personal, experience with it.
Yeah.
But when I see people who are doing it and building themselves, I'm so supportive. I'm like, yeah, keep doing it. I'm proud of you, It's
Right.
great. I'm it's just not me. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm more of a supporter sitting on the sidelines than as you put it, just like me picking being a paralegal. I'd rather be behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's good.
You know,
You know what you like, and that's always good. You tried
Yeah.
something and it didn't work out, and that's okay. And now you're in a better space, and that's more important.
Yeah, and plus, I want to be the example, like I put on my channel and I put on everything. I want to be the example that all the big streamers tell the little streamers not to be.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah, the challenge. That's that
The
challenge.
Yeah, don't be him. Yeah, don't be me. I'm just randomly putting stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate it being on. I mean, even though with the technical difficulties with Discord, but
All good.
I'm glad that I did help kind of put that out there and explain it a little, and for everybody, and hopefully some VTubers do try their best. Like take in consideration to be more, that they consider this, that they don't have to. We're not going to force it on you. We're not saying you should do this, you must do this.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we're not going to jump in your, DMs and be like, here, sign this and do it. I mean, but even if it's not this, even if they don't do this, just talking to each other in a way, bringing that up, saying, hey, I want to collab with you, but I kind of want this. Because even in DMs, talking to each other, typing it out can be a form of agreement, still.
Right. Paper trail.
You can hold that. Yeah, paper trail. Always leave a paper trail.
Well, unless you're trying to get away with something nasty, but yeah. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Now, if it's something that you shouldn't be doing,
I just meant that. Now we're on this side of the law. We're on this side of the law. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot where I was.
Right.
Thank you. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
Almost almost went back there for a minute. Okay. Okay. But, yeah. Thought that if y'all write it, if you're in DMs and y'all agree to something in the DMs, respectfully,
Right, right.
that can be that can be, you have it in writing that y'all agreed on something,
Yeah.
so they can say no, we didn't. That can still be used.
Yeah.
I'm not saying throw it in your 50-page VTuber doc and be like, this is that. Not everything needs to be aired out on Twitter.
Nah, honestly, yeah. Honestly. Thank you, Tim. Well, thank you. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, and as Corey says, that's not what that's not what Google Docs should be used for.
Yeah. Spreadsheets, okay? Use your spreadsheets.
Thank you, Corey, for letting me on, and I enjoyed it. I'm glad we got to address this,
Yes.
and thank you everybody for sleeping through it, and hope you got good naps. I hope everyone has a good evening or good day, wherever you are.
Yes, thank you, Tim. It's really awesome to hear your story, like I said, as well as go over these documents. Thanks for breaking it down. Thanks for making it accessible for all of us and bringing to light some of the stuff with the VTubing as well. We really appreciate it. Everybody, please check out Tim. Tim does a lot of shit posting. No, just kidding. On Twitter. Just kidding. But and Discord. That's true. That's true. But yeah, thank you so much, Tim. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful night, Tim. We will sign off here in a second.
Bye.
But thank you, Tim. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Oh,
you too.
Okay. You too, I guess.
You too, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm typing a Google Doc right now.
Oh, okay. God damn it. I knew I should have signed that non-disclosure agreement with you.
Too late now.
I know. Ah, damn.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Tim.
I really appreciate it and I enjoyed it.
Thank you, Tim. Good night. Bye-bye. Very nice. Very nice. Let me go over to the just chatting screen. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you, Tim, again for the wonderful hangout sesh, the wonderful creative Kōri segment. Very nice. I had a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. I'm glad that we were, like I said, able to make it, I think, feel a little bit more accessible. Get some of my questions answered. There you go. Questions answered on the legal talk. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I know that Tim was joking about the whole, hope everyone had a nice nap. But for real, I mean, this is something that is accessible to you. If you feel like you need to, whip a contract out, do it. And even if you don't want to do something as daunting as that, as Tim said, talk it out. I always say that over communicating is better than not communicating at all. Because of situations where like you want to make sure it's clear, like, hey, here's what we're doing. So I mean, always try to make sure that you're over communicating if you can. That's how I feel like I've been able to have the least amount of, I guess, problems, even though I still have a lot of problems, but it helps. So yeah. Thank you for hanging out today. And again, don't forget that these things are accessible to you. And you have the right to speak your mind and work with people that you want to work with. Don't force yourself into a situation where you are setting yourself up for potential failure or to be uncomfortable. Obviously, my priority is making sure everybody is happy and healthy. That's all I ever want for everyone. And I think making sure that you have good relationships and communications with commissioners or people you collab with is super important. So yeah, make sure that you're doing that stuff. And it does help a lot. Even though I talk about a lot of the problems, I will say that there have, I think, been less problems than there could be because of my over communication. So it sucks, but it works somewhat. Anyway, thank you for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. I'll be back on Saturday to basically talk about shit that VTubers don't usually talk about. Continue kind of on that trend of talking shit. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It's called Dumpster Fire for a reason, but you know, next to me is Dragon. Really excited for that. Also, don't forget that it's Dragon's birthday on Saturday. It's also Ivy's birthday, and Ivy's also doing a special stream as well. And yeah, so everyone please check them out, and everyone have a great night. See you guys on Saturday. So that means I'm not gonna see you tomorrow. But happy Friday, if it already is Friday or in advance. Thank you! Thank you, everybody, for coming out. I really appreciate it. What is happening? Hold on. I also have the right to remain silent, but do you have the capacity? Yeah. Can you remain silent? What if I... What if they just taking forever, I swear. Beautiful. All right, I'm ready. Yes, have a good night, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Have a good sleep and good dreams and all that. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta get my trap set up. All right, here we go. Good night!